Hey, I'm Marco Schwartz, and in this video I want to tell you about 3 mistakes to avoid when buying online businesses. And believe me, I did them all myself, so I really wanted to share that with you so you can avoid doing the same mistakes. The first mistake, and that's the one I see over and over, and I believe that hurt people the most when either buying their first online business or adding a new business to their portfolio, is to use the wrong platform to get deals from. And by that I mean choosing the wrong broker to buy websites. So I don't want to be too specific about names. It's not about naming some good platforms here or bad platforms, but if you take a platform like Flippa, where people usually go to look for online business deals, there's a big problems with those particular platforms, because anybody can just list a website on there, and yes, you can verify some data like ownership of the domain, like Google Analytics. Basically, you don't have to do that. You can just list a website like randomly and provide the data yourself, right? Say, okay, it's making, let's say $2,000 a month, but at the end, it's not verified. What better brokers do, like Empire Flippers, like FE International, they actually do a lot of work that requires also money, right, on their side to have people work on that, to make really a pre-vetting of each deal that end up on their platform. This makes sure that you have high quality deals only on their platform. Of course, then it's still your job to choose the right one for you, and the one that really makes sense for your portfolio. But it's already pre-vetted, and you can be sure that the numbers that are on the platform are correct, and that's not the case for Flippa. So I personally bought a small site actually from Flippa, like maybe 4 years ago, at the time this video was recorded, and yeah, the numbers were just fake. So it was my fault that I didn't check more the data from the owner. Basically, they provided everything like Google Analytics, which was actually right, but also faked by fake users. And basically what they provided, the Amazon screenshot from the Amazon affiliate account, was also a fake. So platforms like Empire Flippers, like FE International, will verify this. They will go inside the accounts of the sellers to actually verify the numbers. So that was the first mistake, and the one that you should really avoid. Select a good platform or broker to buy online businesses from. This will save you a lot of headaches and avoid you to lose a lot of money. So the second mistake that you should really avoid when buying an online business is to trust entirely the due diligence process of other persons. So as I just said, you should definitely choose a good platform to buy websites from, right? Like Empire Flippers, like FE International, that already verified all the numbers. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do your own work, right? That doesn't mean that you should not go into, for example, the Google Analytics account of the seller to actually verify the number yourself. What they do is they eliminate all the really bad deals, people that try to cheat on numbers, websites that just don't make any money. That's the role of the platforms. They do this work beforehand, so you don't have to. However, it's still your job to actually go again in the websites and really verify everything yourself. Really make sure that the revenue, for example, that the owner of the sites announced is really what it is, right? For example, go in a Shopify account, go on the Skype call with them and have them go through their Amazon associate account. Anything that is related to the business. Really verify again everything yourself once you found a deal that can be interesting for you. Finally, the third mistake that people do basically is to get too emotional or attached to a site because it sounds good, and then try simply to qualify a site, right? To find every good point that would make the site a good purchase. That's not the way to do it at all, because when you put emotions and try to qualify your site, basically, you will maybe in some deals end up with not at all what you wanted. What you should do instead of that is reverse the process and try to find everything to disqualify a site. Let's take an example of this. Let's suppose you find a site on one brokerage platform and you are considering buying it, so you want to take the decision to buy it or not to buy it. In what we said before, what somebody more like attached to the site would do is try to say, okay, it's making this amount of money per month, that's good. It has diversified sources of traffic, that's also good. I like the topic of the site, that's also another good point. That sounds good, I will buy it. Whereas what you should do is really go through a checklist of a lot of different control points, and for each of those points, try to disqualify the site. So try to find reasons why you should not buy it, right? Rather to find reasons why you should buy it. For example, let's say one of the points of your checklist says the site should have a diversified source of traffic, at least 2 main sources of traffic. And if the site that you want to purchase just have traffic mainly from Google, right? Google organic search, well, that's a way to disqualify this site and just move to another one. With this approach, you are sure to purely select websites according to rational reasons, right? Just going through a checklist and trying to disqualify the sites. And then you will only buy a site that passes all the points in your checklist, that was not disqualified, rather than a site that you just qualified based on, a few points that you think are important, right? So to help you with that, I actually came up with a complete due diligence checklist for online businesses that I use myself for all my online businesses purchase. And I included a link just below this video, so make sure to check this out. It will really help you out to select good online businesses, either for your first purchase or to add another website to your existing portfolio. So this is already the end of this video about the 3 mistakes to avoid when buying online businesses. I really hope that this will help you out. As I mentioned in the video, you will find just below the video the link to my due diligence checklist to buy online businesses. So really make sure to check this out, download it and use it for your own online businesses purchase. Of course, if you have any questions about the content of this video or about buying websites in general, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments. That being said, thank you again for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.